how do there, chums? 'Tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today I am playing Season, A Letter to the Future. Now this is a demo. You can see in the top corner there, it says beta version does not respect the final quality. So, interesting. Now, it has got quite a lot of talking in it, but I am now talking over it. But don't you worry, during this I am going to shut up and let you listen to a lot of the narration, a lot of the sounds and the sights, because this is very much a sights and visual experience. I am really liking the graphical style of this game, which we'll get to a bit later. But at the moment I'm just trying to place keepsakes into my book, yet it didn't really tell me how you add a keepsake to the book, so it took me maybe a minute, just a quick minute to get this sorted, but I did in the end. And then once you've done one, it's fairly simple to know how to access your keepsakes and put them into your little sort of diary, which is quite magical and quite lovely. Now this goes with all your little photos you take, but a little bit later on we even add in a sound that we've recorded into our keepsake diary, which is interesting, but it gives it as an image. Anyway, we get to that. We get to that soon. Yes, it's like all these little things that I'm adding in right now. They're actual real things on my person that we're adding into the keepsake diary, but they've appeared as little sketches. So these are... Anyway, I'm adding in the last one. Boom. And now let's have a listen to the talking.
I never knew when my mom would share a memory of Dad while cooking, on a walk, with no warning. It knocked the wind out of me. Rituals take this grief and give it a shape and a story. Filling in this journal is a ritual too, but for a loss that hasn't hit us yet. I've brought tools to record the sights and sounds of this season. I'll start by recording the only place I've ever known.
So in this demo, all you have is a microphone to record sound. You have a camera to take photos, and that's pretty much it inside of your little backpack. Here's my recorder, so you can record the sounds. There's a plant pot there that's gingerly bouncing against the wall in the wind and making a little dong, dong, dong noise. And as you hold your microphone over a noise, the vibrations in the pad, the actual haptic feedback, gives you a little gentle nod that that's a good place to start recording. And you just hold down the record button. Very nice. I quite like the controls. The controls feel nice. The haptic feedback feels nice. The movement, I would say you're a little bit slow on walking, but a little bit later it tells you how to move pace. You just hold down the R1 button, you can run. Do you run fast? No, not really. But it's a little bit of a change of pace. And towards the end of this demo, you actually get a bike. And what's nice about that is you have to press R1, R2, R1, R2 to start pedaling to get your movement going. They didn't tell me how to brake, so I nearly catapulted over a freaking wall. But the brake is actually R1. But yeah, there we go. Anyhow, I'm really liking this sort of affair. Just walking around and gently sort of rebuilding memories and putting together little keepsakes. The game just has a certain je ne sais quoi that's really hard to put your finger on, but something just makes you sort of fall in love with the atmosphere that it's building. I'm not normally drawn to a game like this, but because it's got sort of elements of exploration in, a certain element of storytelling, but the storytelling isn't in a make-believe world. I do like fantasy-style games, but if you're going to go fantasy, I like to see full-blown fantasy. There was a film by, it was got Robin Williams in it, called What Dreams May Come, and I'm not too sure at this point whether I'm in the real world or whether something else is going on here. There's a part where you have to lay down on the ground, and it's almost like you're going to be leaving this place astrally or something by the actual lingo that's going on. And it's almost like a lot of this sort of narrative that you're seeing inside of here is a struggle that she's having inside of her head with memories and things like that, or trying to fix her brain. There's a mention of it fairly soon. I'll shut up in a bit and I'll let you hear it. But at the moment I'm putting together memories of this person, Dr. Fumio. And apparently there was a dreaming disease that Dr. Fumio was trying to cure, and I'm wondering whether she might have the dreaming disease, which sort of adds to it. Am I in some kind of odd coma? I mean, where's all the other bloody people, you know? It's very odd. Very odd indeed, but it makes you sort of feel slightly more intrigued in solving this puzzle. Are you curing her mind? Are you just going around willy-nilly taking photos and recording sounds? Or is this some sort of way of repairing your own brain to wake up from some sort of dreamscape or something? It's very odd indeed, but at the same time, like I mentioned, it's got that certain je ne sais quoi about it that I don't know any other sort of word. It's not whimsical, because it's not. It's not majestic. I don't know what to sort of put a single word to this game. It hasn't got one, really, people in the viewerverse. But there we go. I've managed to take all the pictures and build up all the sorts of memories here. I only showed you two, I believe, on the fountain and the other one. But if you want to pick up this demo, you can go find the others for yourself. And it's really nice because you get the little mini synopsis and it builds a story as we go, which is pretty darn nice. So yeah, I would thoroughly suggest giving this demo a try if you're liking what you're seeing. I like the art style, I like the controls. You do move a bit slow until you get a bike. And yeah, it's got a story that is slowly drawing me in, and I want to know more. Is it enough to pre-order the game? Find out at the end, though, people. So you know what? I'm gonna be quiet now and just let you take in some of the ambience of this game, the visuals, and also the sound experience that is Season La Letter to the Future.
Smells like an old man's toes dipped in cinnamon. I had to drink this gross potion last night. Like my pendant, it's supposed to protect my brain. Drip, just as slow, reliable, and oddly satisfying as life itself in this little village.
Well, chum, so we reconvene after the laying down scene. Now, I honestly don't want to spoil it for you by putting that in there. There's so much of the story that I haven't showed you in here because I think you would like to unravel it yourself. So yes, hit on up the demo, give it a quick try, and see if it's for you. My own personal feelings on this, it ticks a lot of boxes. I mean, yes, I do like open world games, but this is quite linear. But the art style is beautiful, there is exploration, and it's different. You know, you're not going around hacking and slashing monsters. Well, at least you're not in this demo. You're actually doing things that feel quite creative to build out something. So I kind of like this. It does appeal to me somewhat. The only thing is that I'm thinking, if I did bring it to my channel, is it going to be something that people want to watch? Probably not. It doesn't feel like it's a good one for live streaming or putting out there as little video elements. If I did get it, I would probably just do a review of it and play it in my own time. But let me know in the comments what you think. So there you saw I picked the blue bike, and this is me cycling off into the sunset, into yonder. You know what? Again, I'm just going to be quiet for a moment and let you take in the visuals, let you take in the sounds, and that's my review of this. It's something that I'm going to look out for, but I'm probably going to get it when it's in a sale. I'm probably not going to be pre-ordering this one. But there we go, people. It's worth a look. Worth a look. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.